bitches. Women are equal and they deserve respect. Just kidding, they should suck my dick. Vagina, vagina. I wanna have sex with your vagina. Vagina, vagina. 2 + 2 = vagina. My love is like lightning. It gives girls orgasms. My dick is like an airplane. It gives girls orgasms. I'm the Wayne Gretzky of sexual stuff. I'm the Hulk Hogan of slamming muff. I'm the Indiana Jones of exploring crotch. I'm the Shakespeare of enormous cock. I'm the Helen Keller of having sex. No, wait, that's a bad example. Why did my penis cross the road? To get to the other vagina. Vagina. I wanna have sex with your vagina. 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 E = MC vagina. I've got a present for you right here. Actually, it's not a present. It's my penis. And I like to call it the spear. 'Cause spears are long and hard, just like my penis. I don't like it when you talk. 'Cause that just means you're not sucking my cock. Love is for girls and gays. If you wanna be with me, it goes one of 2 ways. Either you have sex with me, or you have sex with me. I have really good sex moves that I learned in China. I'm a sexual tiger. And I feed on vagina. Vagina, vagina. I wanna have sex with your vagina. Vagina, vagina. What time is it? It's vagina. What's the difference between a girl's mouth and a girl's vagina? There is none. I want my penis to be inside both of those things. I'm a good sex man. Girls love my sex. I'm a good sex man. 'Cause my sex is the best. I'm like Jean-Claude Van Damme. But instead of fighting people, I have sex with them.
Neighbor, welcome again to this neighborhood. I'd like to show you something. You know what this is? Maybe if I press this button. This is a cassette player with a little cassette in here, and there's nothing written on it, so we'll just have to play it to see what it is. Do you ever imagine things? Are they scary things? Do you ever imagine things? Things you'd like to have? Did you ever see a cat's eyes in the dark and wonder what they were? Did you ever pretend about things like that before? Did you ever grow anything in the garden of your mind? You can grow ideas in the garden of your mind. It's good to be curious about many things. You can think about things and make believe. All you have to do is think and they'll grow. Imagine every person that you see is somewhat different from every in the world. Some can do some things, some can do others. Did you ever think of the many things you've learned to do? Many things you've learned. Did you ever grow anything in the garden of your mind? You can grow ideas in the garden of your mind. It's good to be curious about many things. You can think about things and make believe. All you have to do is think and they'll grow. Did you feel like going like that? Let's give the fish some food. Mr. McFeely, I didn't order any whistles. That's what they call a slide whistle. Did you feel like going like that? There are so many things to learn about in this world, and so many people who can help us learn. Did you ever grow anything in the garden of your mind? You can grow ideas in the garden of your mind. It's good to be curious about many things. You can think about things and make believe. All you have to do is think. You can think about things and make believe. All you have to do is think, and they'll grow.
You want me to go fucking trash your lights? Do you want me to fucking trash them? Fuck! And what the fuck is it with you?
I was looking at the light.
Fuck! And what the fuck is it with you?
I was looking at the light.
Fuck! And what the fuck is it with you?
I was looking at the light.
Fuck! And what the fuck is it with you?
I was looking at the light.
It's fucking distracting. Oh, good. 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 No, no, fuck, no. 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 No. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. Think for one fucking second. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Think for one fucking second. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Think for one fucking second. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Think for one fucking second. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? Give me a fucking answer.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up if you can't take a joke.
You are trashing my scene.
Shut the fuck up, would you? Shut the fuck up. Shut up if you can't take a joke.
And I ain't walking on this set if you're still
Shut
hired.
the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up if you can't take a joke.
I'm fucking serious.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up if you can't take a joke.
You are trashing my scene. What don't you fucking understand? 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 I'll fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? I'll fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? I'll fucking kick your fucking ass. What don't you fucking understand? I'll fucking kick your fucking ass. Seriously, man, you and me, we're fucking done professionally. Fucking ass.
Don't call the cops. Oh, you're in a cell, don't call the mom. All she does is yell, don't call the preacher. Me go to hell, don't call the cops. 'Cause I don't wanna live anymore. Give me some rope. Making us a thing, give me some pills. Yeah, feel kinda sick, turn on the gas. That'll do the trick, don't call the cops. 'Cause I don't wanna live anymore. 'Cause I don't wanna live. Don't wanna give no more. Don't wanna live no more. Give me a pen. Gotta write a note, gotta make it quick. No antidote, and when I'm done, yeah, that's all she wrote. Don't call the cops. 'Cause I don't wanna live anymore. 'Cause I don't wanna live anymore. 'Cause I don't wanna live anymore.
Be at peace. Understand all you can see, and all you know is only temporary. Looks like rain is heading into the Illinois area. Seems to currently be raining in New York and Florida. Central Ohio is relatively clear and comfortable. People got shot in a West Texas town called El Paso. He couldn't meet a girl or a Mexican girl. That worked out so well. Oh, okay, that background music's not quite the background enough. Okay, that's a little better. All right, let's get this in here. What was I going to talk about? Oh, I just lost a viewer because of an El Paso joke. It wasn't even an El Paso joke. All right. Got a late start. Had to try a thing I purchased today because Oreo makes a special edition Oreo called a s'more. That's s'more flavor. I don't know why they didn't just call it a s'moreo. They should have. That would have been fun. Dead air. Would y'all like a story? I'll wait for your answer. It's a story about training someone with a lower average IQ to do a simple task. Well, you're going to get the story anyway. Because I don't have anything else to talk about. I gotta turn this volume down. I'm getting all peaceful and distracted by all this shamisen music. By the way, the s'morios were delicious. So I went to work, as I often do, and I had to train a new coworker to, well, actually, I pulled into work, and as I pulled into work, there was a shitty car, a little Hyundai, with rust and nonsense, parked crooked in the lot. Which I was like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? You're parked all crooked, and you're half in and out of your car. And I need to back up and park my car here, because that's where I go. So anyhow, to my shock, this very African man got out of it, wearing what looked to be refugee clothing. You know the type. It's the kind that you see all the stuff that gets donated and they wear after a disaster, where it's like, it did not have a bag for a window, but it wouldn't shock me. You know, it's like weird mismatched nylon windbreaker pants. Not tracksuit pants. Just shitty pants. And like a weird purple tie-dye shirt. And he walks into my job. And I'm like, oh god damn it. They hired this guy to do the same thing I do. Unless he might have been working another part, but alas, that was not the case. Oh hey Nightbot. How you doing? He's such a faithful viewer. So anyhow, the no clear tape over the headlight either. Those parts weren't that bad. Just a crappy car engine. Actually, there might have been red tape over the one of the rear view lights. I don't really recall. Point is, I walk in, and he's sitting there, standing there, with a simple shit-eating grin on his face. Not even a shit-eating grin, just that sort of, I don't understand what's going on, do not understand what's going on around me kind of face. And, so I just clocked in and started my thing. I wasn't going to worry about it too much. So, later that night, it became time to leave. So it wasn't really slow or anything, but, you know, I was scheduled off at 10. And so I had to teach this guy. Mind you, I just learned how to do this last week. And, because someone showed me how to make sauce last week. And, good golly, it's not hard. It's, you know, 3 cans of one thing, 2 cans of another, 1 can of another, 1 little souffle cup of sugar, mix it up with a concrete mixer. And that's the end of it. Oh, and a gallon of water. And, I was training him to make pizza sauce. And to drive. But I didn't have to train him to drive. I didn't have to do any of that. Just to make the pizza sauce. Yes, I work in pizza. I'm a loser. So anyhow, so I go to, you know, do all this. So I set everything up, right? Alright. Make a pyramid, because you got 3, 2, 1, right? Makes a mathematical pyramid of sauce cans. And you can just make a pyramid, set that back. And that's 1 bucket, right? Or 1 giant kettle looking thing. And then another one. So that's 2. 3. We did 3. So first thing he does is ask me, starts handing me the same thing after I just said, okay, one of these, two of these. I don't think he can actually read the labels. But, so anyhow, I go through, and I make 2 of them. 2 out of the 3 I make. 4, and say, watch and observe and learn. And he's sitting there with that same stupid ass, not understanding smile on his face. And I said, okay, I don't know how to do this. This is one of these things where being on camera would be handy. But I'm just like, put up a finger and point at this one, then 2 fingers, point at the other one. You're speaking Italian to me. I don't know how to do that. It's just Mexican with a little bit more music in it. So anyhow, do this. Show them all the little steps. And then it's time to make the 3rd thing of sauce. Okay, say, okay, go ahead and start. And the first thing he does is he's looking at the electric can opener, which I did the same thing when they showed me. I looked at it and I was like, how do you get this thing to work? Because I had never used one of that type. But once they just showed me, I was like, oh, you just put the can under it and pull the lever. And then it grabs it. It's like, and it's done. And it's nice. I like it. Anyhow. So he does it. And I show him. And he hits the thing. Red Feather. Let's keep up now. Okay? Maybe you might be related to him. If you have 6 cans of something, you can put, and 3 of them are one type, 2 of them another, and the first and the last one is the only one of that type, right? So you can say you've got 3 cans of the one type, and then you put your 2 cans of the second type on top of those 2 cans, and then the last can on top of that. Then you make a pyramid. You understand? It's a pyramid. Because you got 3, 2, 1. That makes a pyramid. And you can, multiply that process with the same ratios. But there's no need for that. So anyhow, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be condescending, Red Feather. That was just my frustration talking. So anyhow, I haven't gotten to the point of the story. So, well, there's no point to the story, but we're going to talk about it anyway. Well, maybe there is a point. I don't know. It's irrelevant. No, there's no certain order or anything like that. It's just an easy way to keep track of it. So if you have to make 3 buckets of this sauce, right? You can stack them up like that, and then push them back, and then you can make 3 of those pyramids, right? And then, so once that way you don't end up putting, say, 4 of one kind and forgetting, what that is, and then ending up with a wrong ratio. Well, okay, you can make a triangle, but it's a triangle out of a 3-dimensional object. So let's not get all mathematical, okay? I'm not a Freemason. I'm not going to sit here and make these pyramids and then try and control the world. How they do. Foment revolution. Okay, it might end up fomenting revolution. That tink and the sound there was my faithful companion, Sunkissed Orange, as always, sponsored by Sunkissed. And you can have a 3-sided pyramid, I think. But anyhow, that's not the point. I'm just putting them in that way. So you've got 3 cans, so that way you can keep track of what you've put in what. So it's near impossible to, mess up your recipe as you go. So anyhow, the devil's crust. So anyhow, the let's see, here we go. Yes, it's called the devil's crust. I also work at a sister restaurant called the Angel's Nutsack. But what do you call a three-sided pyramid then? What do you call a triangle that has a triangle on its perpendicular surface that's a three-dimensional thing? I don't know. It's not like I can Google it, which I'm not going to Google it. What do you call that? Now I'm actually legitimately curious. What do you call this? A trilateral? A tri... Oh no, those are still two-dimensional states. A spike? I know you can have a thing that's shaped like that. I can model it in my head. A prism. Yes! You're right! It is a prism! Albeit I thought a prism was just anything. I don't know. You know what? Table that. We'll get back to some three-dimensional geometry later in the show. So anyhow, it comes time for him to do it. And he puts the can on there. He puts the can in the can opener thing and just kind of very limply... I've noticed this with third world people. Their hands don't work right. Like, they're like, I don't know, because I've always figured they'd be very, very strong because they're basically living like barbarian primal lifestyles. But if you watch the No Bandera music video from that one Warburton community, I'll link it. If you watch that, if you notice there's a part where they're like, come on, come on, come on, come on, yeah, right? And, don't play. Okay. There's a spot where they're like, come on, come on, come on, come on, yeah. But all their hands are like gimpy and like bent up. And I've just noticed that's like a weird thing that I've seen a lot. I don't know why that is. But if you ever have time, save that one. I love that song. I can listen to it like once a day. It makes me very happy. Anyhow. So this can is just spinning around in the can opener. And I'm like, no dude, like, you know, crunch it down. So they didn't crunch it down was not what I said. But something to the effect of, you know, just all the way down to where it catches. So he gets that. And he's trying to figure out all the motions. Now, I don't know how to make this story interesting, other than just to kind of say. But I'm like, everything I showed him, he just couldn't he couldn't seem to copy these motions. Aside from that, then you know, he had one of these names that has a lot of abdas and musalams in them. And that kind of thing, and I'm already kind of like, ugh. Oh, and he smelled like rancid butter and eggs, which was, I don't like that. I don't think that you want your pizza guy to roll up and smell like anything but a pizza shop. Because you should smell like a pizza shop if you're working in one, or at least, you know, cigarettes in a pizza shop, or, you know, I would even accept weed in a pizza shop, even though I quit smoking a long time ago, or like 2 months ago. But, like, yes, they need to send, no. I'm sure they have plenty of grip, albeit his hands were strangely, yeah, I'm, like, watching him work and stuff. His hands were weird. They were, like, the palms were, like, the same size as normal man's, but the fingers were, like, small. Like, it was really weird. Like, he had, like, small fingers. Like, you know, like a little, I don't know, like, take, like, you know, take the end knuckle, like the last tip of your finger, and just make that the stupid, and make that the end of your finger, and make him skinny for some weird reason, even though he wasn't skinny. It was like he had, like, not enough finger. I don't know how do you fucking say that. It was such a weird, like, stubby thumbs and stubby fingers. Like, he could not grip a basketball to save his life. And once again, he smelled like butter. Rancid butter, and eggs. And it was fucking nasty. That was fucking nasty. And then the other thing that I found that was really odd was the fact that, you know, okay, so I'm doing dishes because that's a thing. Both tiny and skinny. But normal sized palm. Okay, so you got like this fat palm, like a little fat spider. You know, like a little fat spider that has short legs. You know, like brrr, like that. And yeah, very strange. So anyhow, the old Charlie Dango, I had some s'morios earlier. They were delicious. He better not have brought Ebola here. I don't think he's gonna last very long, to be honest, because he seems to be rather in. For one, I can tell a lot about a person by like how they self-organize if given no direction. And when he was cashing out at the end of the night, I see him pull out all his like credit card receipts and stuff. And we actually have to do paperwork, which I don't know why, but because it's really dumb. We have a computer system. There's no reason to write any of this stuff down. There's no reason for us to even do half the paperwork, like any of the paperwork that we actually do. Like the only thing I have to do at the other job is, you know, separate my cash from my credit, like income, and that's it. And all the rest of it's like worried about. This one, it's like they put them in envelopes and they set it at. It's just stupid. Like I don't get any of that. Like, but that's irrelevant. He pulls out all these credit cards. It just looks like he had just like wadded up pieces of paper in his fucking pockets, like just walking around, wadded up pieces of paper and bills, like he just stuffs them. I'm just like, fucking Christ. That was. And then the weird thing is, yeah, his shitty car too, man. That thing ain't gonna last at all. I'm sure he probably came from an Uber Eats type of gimmick, and which explains a lot because they hire a lot of those guys, or I wouldn't say a lot of those guys work under that, and it just seemed like that would be my most likely thing but that's not delivery experience in the same way that like working for a shop is at all. The whole process is a little different, and you know you gotta kind of do a little bit more, not much more, because it's easy as shit. But point is, back to making sauce. So he does all this, and he's doing all this fucked up. Anyway, so then the fun part, right? The fun part that I show him twice, 2 of these buckets before I get to the third one and let him do it, is you take a fucking impact, like a hammer drill, you know, one of them heavy duty ass drills. I doubt it. I doubt he's illegal. He's not from south of the border. He's from across the Atlantic on the southern side. You know? Yeah, no. And so anyhow, so you get to mix this thing up with this big ass concrete mixer, right? Which is awesome. Just an impact drill with this like concrete mixing end on it. You stick it in there, you fucking tighten it down, and you put it in the bottom of this like fucking probably about a 7-gallon bucket kind of looking steel bucket thing, and it kind of almost hurts your hands the way it turns so on there. But well, the worst part is not even self-organized. He doesn't know how to route things. Like, he doesn't know how to use the actual computer system that has a mapping system on it that I don't particularly need because I already know the area very well, considering my other job delivers. There's a lot of overlap between the actual areas. But, so anyhow, I'm never getting to the end of this story. He doesn't know how to route shit, which is really bad, because I don't know why he can't, but there was like several last night where I'm like, why didn't he take this one and this one? You know? But whatever. So anyhow, so the dude, so anyway, I sit there and I'm like, all right. So, you know, get my feet planted nice and firm, my shit right over the fucking thing, so the concrete mixer is perpendicular to the bottom of the sauce bucket, and everything's straight up and down, it's right in the center, you know, and I start like just easing in on the trigger. And, you know, because you can't just put a concrete mixer in the middle of a bucket of water and just crank it, because then all you just splatters up. So, yeah, I'm like, all right, man, just dance around, ease that trigger on in, and it'll start doing its thing, and just keep everything straight and level and in the middle, you know? So, hand him the concrete mixer, or hand him the drill. And mind you, I've only been doing this since last week. So, like, no, he doesn't plan his route. He was just taking one at a time, which is the dumbest thing, because I ended up, for one, you just basically, you make everything else slow, but you're also giving away money, essentially, because we get commission. But, so anyhow, which is not a very good commission, but that's not the point. So anyhow, he sits there, he kind of, you know, he starts slow, and that's fine. The whole time he's like bending over, like it's like everything's going wonky, so he's not hitting this thing straight up and down, and that's not good. You want to be straight up and down, so that way it swirls around instead of up and around, and you know, creates imbalances in the sauce and shit. Not like it creates imbalances in it, but the actual motion of it, the actual fluid motion inside there, because you don't want it like whipping up on the side. But then as he goes to try and ease off of it and slow her down, he cranks it. And this big old thing of sauce just plops up on his fucking leg. And that did not happen to me the first time I did it, I can tell you that much. But I've tangled with these things before. But just not there. But and their shit's like real thick for some reason. I kind of don't like it. But anyhow, so he's got all this fucking sauce down his leg. He doesn't clean it off, like, for like 15 minutes, and he's just walking around before we take off, like, yes, be the washing machine agitator. Exactly, dude. But here's the thing, Red. You have to assume that he's familiar with such things as washing machines and power drills and, you know, shit more than things more than, I don't know, a spear and a Quran. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Anyhow, hold on just a second. I bet he knows his way around an AK. Probably not. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he knows. He doesn't really seem bright enough. Man, the whole time, every time he'd ask a question, every time I try and say something, he just looks at you with that, like, yeah, I don't know if he's familiar with indoor plumbing considering the state of his aroma. But every time he's got that, like, show thing, boss, like that kind of look. Well, you know, that simple smile, that's what it is. It's a simple smile. He's just a simple smiling motherfucker where he's like, I'm just happy to be dumb. And I sure do like this something or another, I don't know, shawarma. So, anyhow, and then, okay, so this was like Thursday night. Now, last night, the weirdest thing that I thought, and this would be really funny, because, like, you know, while we're in and out of the place, you do dishes. Big deal. I love doing dishes. You get to... Yeah. I did talk about El Paso. I fell in love with a Mexican girl. In the West Texas town. But, so anyhow, Let's see. Oh yeah. So then so anyway, I'm doing dishes, right? And he walks over and he's like, excuse me, is that beer in there, right? And I'm like, and I just take the pitcher. There wasn't anything in the pitcher. There wasn't anything in the fucking pitcher, all right? And just sniff it. I'm like, well, there used to be. And then I sat there and thought about it for a minute. Like, I kind of knew the answer, but I just wanted to see what he was gonna say. So I just turned around, looked at him, and was like, "Yeah. So why'd you ask?" He's like, "Oh, because it cannot touch alcohol." And I'm like, "Well, motherfucker, no one's asking you to drink from the fucking goddamn dirty dish tank. Like, what the hell's wrong with you? You fire people for that kind of shit. You see a dude back there drinking dirty dishes off the fucking drinking beer off the goddamn thing. That's not cool. That's something you get fired for. In fact, I know a girl who's been fired for drinking off the dish tank. It's funny as fuck. That's a terrible thing to get fired for. You gotta be a low down drunk motherfucker to be drinking off of some dirty dishes. Putting together fucking, backwash fucking suicides of beer and mixed drinks into Jesus. That's a terrible thing. Shameful. But anyhow, yeah, no one's asking you to drink from it. And I'm like, are you gonna sit here and try and be like, oh, I can't clean a motherfucking, I can't wash a fucking pitcher out because it had beer in it? Like, fuck you. Like, if I was the manager of that place, I'd be like, you know what? Go ahead, take your fucking rug, go outside, put it in your car, pray to fucking Allah for a new job. Because fuck you, motherfucker. Like, that's some dumb shit. You sit there, you're gonna clean out pork. Half the shit in this fucking restaurant is pork. Like, fuck that dumb shit. I could say a lot more, and I would say a lot more about that kind of thing to him, but that's the kind of thing where, you can't really do that anymore, unfortunately. Plus, they're the funnest people to trigger. Because they get balmy when that happens. Yeah. So that's that guy. I don't think he's going to last that long. I kind of hope he doesn't, because I don't like the smell of him. And if he's not going to pull his weight, what the fuck use is he in the first place? So there's that. He's kind of like, I'd be surprised if he can actually. Oh my god, you should have saw this. You should have saw this other fucking application I was reading the other day. I don't hire or anything like that. But people come in, turn in the applications, they just kind of leave them on the table until one of the managers picks it up, takes it downstairs. And I love reading these things because a lot of these people, like, first of all, I hate the fucking people who say they'll call in and be like, "Hey, y'all hiring?" I'm like, do you dim son of a bitch? You don't call a place to ask if they're hiring. If anything, you might call to check on your application because some job training program fucking told you to. But in my experience, for the dumbass fucking jobs that I've done, you just turn in the application. They either hire you on the spot or they call you back within a week, and if that doesn't work, go back in a month and turn in another fucking application. So, like, these motherfuckers will call and be like, "Yo, hiring?" I'm like, and I'm just like, maybe. Come in, fill out an application. So then they do come in and fill out an application about half the time. And when they do come in and fill out an application, there are hilarious things. Like misspellings. Like, what is job desired? Catching. I don't know what the fuck catching is. I think they're trying to say kitchen. But they can't spell it. Or they're spelling it like a Russian would, where it's like K-H-E-C-H-E-N. This dude couldn't even write. Oh, this was a good one. Same application. This is the one that I was thinking of. Your job history thing, where it's got like, your last 4 employers. All 4 of them, termination. I'm like, damn, dude, you lie. You please lie to me. As a manager, just have the common sense to lie to me. Like, tell me lies. Tell me sweet little lies. Tell me things didn't work out. Right management. Say, I don't know, just anything but just all four of them being termination. And you work there for maybe, 4 jobs in a year or some shit like that. Woo! Woo! I like the references part too. That's always not like references in the sequel, but just the references part as well. Where it's like, please list 3 people not related to you. All 3 people he listed had his last name. And then to top it all off, and I think the funniest part about it is, one, do not write below this line. He put all his shit below this line, all on the same application, like everything you could possibly fill out wrong. Just was wrong. Even the part where they're like, do not write here. And he wrote there. And didn't put anything interesting. I don't even know what the hell he put there now that I think about it. The handwriting was terrible as well. It was barely better than what a young person can do that is, not quite school age. And y'all really onto that El Paso thing there, Eric and Charlie. And that's fine. I don't know what happened. The guy seemingly, that's, what I hate more about it is the fucking reaction. Because the best reaction is some guy starts popping off shots and somebody else just happens to be there with a gun and shoots the guy. That's what should happen. That can't always happen. But I don't even trust any of these mass shooters. I mean, there's getting to be one a week. It's just before the freaking what do you call it? Like, we're gearing up for election time. I don't buy it. I don't buy that it didn't happen, but that maybe some agencies might be like running around with that fucking electro-harmonic thing that like, yeah, I'm just checking my audio. They run around with some deep state shit, fucking do that, electromagnetic resonance in your brain, and they just fucking make you go off. And that's what we'll go with, because I'm not gonna think of another reason. Or hey, maybe some people are just crazy fucking assholes, and you can't do anything about a lot of it. Like red flag laws, or anything of that shit. Like, you're gonna take someone's guns even though they haven't done anything other than made you feel uncomfortable in some way. That's fucking retarded. I will say, I probably will be doing a lot more political stuff next year. Mainly for the fun of it. Because it's the season for that thing. That's on a quadriennial cycle. And that content gets, pressing at that time. And then it's over. And then everybody who was friends at that time eat each other alive to try and garner the rest of it. Yeah, there are a lot of the kids need to take their Ritalin. You don't take your Ritalin, you're not going to be calm enough to pull off a good shot. So, take your Ritalin, kids. What really ticks me off about the mass shooters is it's so untargeted. I mean, even at least Columbine was like, they at least had a plan, even though it was a dumb idea. But the indiscriminate walking into a random fucking public place is just really dumb. It's not even a good action other than just, oh, I'm going to create some bullshit. Which I guess if your goal is to create some bullshit, success, but it doesn't... The thing is, I mean, there's a point where mass shootings will be common enough, as they seem to want to be common for the past, like, whatever time. People aren't going to care. It's going to be like a car accident. Everyone's going to have their mass shooter insurance, which happens to be a fucking 45 in their back pocket. Fuck the goddamn gun-free zones, and fuck the goddamn laws surrounding it. Like, if it's that common, do you really fucking care? Is anyone gonna prosecute you for having an illegal gun if you stop a mass shooting? It's fucking stupid. Yeah, right. Damn that Edward Snowden. Julian Assange got Trump elected too. Fucking terrible. He's gotta go to jail. Trump's just letting the process go through because he wants to keep him quiet. Or something. I don't know. What was I talking about? Okay, the African guy, that was done. I talked about s'morios. They were delicious. What else did I can't even remember now. I got all off track. Wait, I think I made notes on my phone. Let's check them. Let's check them together. That's not where I put that. It's in my tools. Keep that in my toolbox on my phone, my virtual toolbox. Samsung Notes. There we go. Pop up. Oh. God damn it. I had GoFundMe's as a show topic, but I can't fucking remember what the hell I was going to talk about. I was thinking about going and funding me getting an ice cream shop going on. I want to call it Nines on Nines. I have like 9 different places, 9 different flavors of ice cream, and like 9 different toppings, and 9 different sauces, which are kind of like a topping, but like, we're like, you know, some kind of thing where it's just a lot of things are 9s. And the reason 9 is because you can put them in a square and make, you know, squares of 9. And then you can have a bigger square of 9. So you got this big ass board that's just like a bunch of squares within squares. And it's all even. Oh wow. I'm starting to lose steam already. That's fucking terrible. Ever been to a Walmart? I have been to a Walmart. Remember when Walmart had guns? Don't Walmart still have guns? Why didn't anybody just get one from the hunting goods section and stop him? Or even some of the BB guns. That would have been distracting at least. What the hell? And it was the first of the month too. Wait. I've not been paying attention to chat. I should pay attention to chat. Like, I've been going over, but I don't understand the actual, like, overarching theme of what chat is talking about. Apparently, they're on this shooter guy for some reason. Why is that? Whoa. Chocolate Moose Track ice cream. Oh, I'm sure he had a copy of Catcher in the Rye. That would be... Yeah, sporting goods. Or hunting goods. Or Goodwill Hunting. One or the other. Didn't they used to have guns at Walmart, though? They used to have guns and ammo at Walmart. They had everything they needed to stop a mass shooting in their store, or to start one. And now, they didn't have that. They were totally defenseless. They couldn't even hide behind the mobility chair people. Boogie was no help. Oh yes, Boogie's skinny now. I don't know. Let's see. I had a salad today. Actually, I had 2 salads. That was good. And an egg salad sandwich. I had a lot of salad. I had an egg salad sandwich on a croissant and a spring mixed salad with big old freaking. Isn't that ironic? The mass shooting ended Walmart's ability to stop a mass shooting of its own store. Where the hell were their loss prevention people? They probably ran too. They were like, that's terrible. Well, you don't know. Yeah. Alyssa Milano whines at a lot of people. Isn't that silly though? Like, it's fucking retarded. You know, some brave Walmart employee, he might have had his moment to shine. But no. All he could do was hide behind the rollback sign. But even so, baseball bats, the bow and arrow, then couldn't grab a bow and arrow. I mean, I'd probably just run too. Depending, you know? But like, still, if you had time, it's kind of one of them things like, okay, if that shit goes down and stuff is going in your direction, yeah, fucking run. Okay? But if you're just like hanging out in the automotive center and you just hear shots pop off and you see a bunch of people running, well, that might be the time to think and hide and wait and ambush. Doc? Is Doc here? There was a guy with a gun who helped some kids hide. Well, good for him. And if that guy would have came around and tried to find them, he'd have shot them. And that would have been all there was to it. It's too bad there weren't more of those guys with guns there. Wouldn't have been a problem. I don't know. Next time I go to... I haven't been to a Walmart for a while. I always go to Giant Eagle. The Market District Giant Eagle. They got all the fancy stuff. I'm very food oriented today, and I don't know why. It's probably because it's the only thing I can think about. I actually ended up eating way too much. It didn't feel all that great for a while. Today, that wasn't fun. Doc Griffin is a legend. Do you not agree? I mean, he might be a legend of some kind. But I don't really know the guy. He actually seems like a very nice guy. Politicians come out in droves like clockwork to say now is... Wait, I'm doing this all fucking wrong. Politicians come out in droves like clockwork to say now is the time to take action. But they never say what action they're talking about. Yo, I would have used an illegal as a bullet sponge. Of course they do, Charlie. The solution is to take all guns. So yeah, that's not even close to a solution, but that's where they're headed. It's obvious where they want to go with that. They were even saying it last year with the fucking, with the Las Vegas shooting, I think. That was the one where they were like, we're coming for... No! It wasn't that one. It was the fucking little Florida one with that David Hogg kid. That, I was on my bike. Yeah, fuck that guy. Little pencil neck bastard. Yeah. That's why they can't really do it. Like, if they have to do it softly. It's like the whole boiling a pot frog thing. Where they, turn the heat up slow. I mean, they've already gone too far with it. Like, the Federal Firearms Act and all that stuff is just fucking stupid. I mean, how do you, it's amazing how people would just, they passed off the whole fucking Reagan shooting. And, the guy's family was involved with the fucking Bushes and shit. That's not even a conspiracy. Did anyone actually watch that stand-up comedy special the other night? They had all these people trying to be president for the Democrats. It was really funny. The none of them, they all like to pay lip service to it. And it's just, I don't know. I had a point with it. I'd show my favorite moment was where Julian Castro turned to Joe Biden and was like, some of us have learned the lessons of history and some of us haven't. And he like looked down his nose at Joe. And I'm just thinking, Joe, just be Joe at a moment. Just be that guy that you know you are. And just look at him. You could tell he kind of was like, hey, little fucker. But he didn't do anything because he thought he had to be presidential. You know the other thing I noticed about these fucking debates too? And I get really fucking tired of hearing about it. They did this last year. In fact, our governor was one of the biggest violators of this. I could swear to God, these people talk about their parents more than anything else because they actually, some fucking marketing guy sitting around with this dumbass fucking study is gonna sit there and be like, well, polls really show that people connect with people who talk about their family upbringing. And I'm like, okay, maybe that's true once, twice, 3 or 4 times, but when I'm watching a debate and they go to each member of that debate and they all go, when my parents were going to vote, they raised me to butter. Like, that was incredibly stupid. Like, at that point, you notice the gimmick, the marketing gimmick at work. I don't know what you would call that happening, but it's basically like breaking down that fourth wall. And you start to see the fucking show. Like, you start to see the you start to see the stage crew, and not the actual actors. Like, you start to see that sort of thing bleeding out. And God, they talked about their parents all the time. If I had to hear, God, like, once again, the last presidential election cycle, if I had to hear about John Kasich's fucking parents being a mailman, and have you ever read those entitled, wait a minute, I'm getting caught up here, let's see. I saw clips of the debate, but I haven't watched them. Repealing an amendment is pretty tough. They'll never accomplish it without Republicans' help. You ever read those entitled parents threads? Some are probably made up. Some seem believable. Fuck the debates. If I wanted to be lied to, I'd hit up a strip club. Yeah. Okay. Well, I like watching them because I like how they just, they all try and, like, the primary debates are the best ones because they all essentially agree by and large. So basically the whole thing turns into, and this is, Republican, Democrat, whatever. I think she's trying to screw over everybody, but I just kind of hope she's, as Jim put it, I like coconut milkers. Coconut milk mommy, I think that's what he called her. So anyhow, I don't know who she's trying to screw over. I don't think she's trying. Yo, who's the Hawaiian lady there trying to screw over? I don't know, Eric. I don't know. She's one of the more sane ones, seemingly. Yeah, that would be kind of odd. I need to set up that text-to-speech because that'd be a lot of fun. I could find some stuff to read and just let the text-to-speech take over and let it translate. I mean, for a politician, yeah, she is. Because most of them, politics is show business for ugly people. So anyhow, she is the most sane one, but even then, Tulsi Gabbard, Red Feather, but basically they're all jockeying, trying to out liberal the other one on the Democratic stage, and I'm sure the libertarian debate is a lot of smoking weed and trying who's going to be the most freedom loving, and the Republican ones, those fucking idiots, they just, I don't know, they get caught up and they're trying to out conserva whatever each other. I don't know how to put it, but that's that new Hawaiian cunt. yes it is, Eric. The thing is, I want her to win the nomination, but not the election. Which is unfortunate, but it's also fortunate because the thing is, if she wins the nomination, she might draw off enough votes from the right to actually win. But if she loses, they'll basically sit there and go, "Well, they tried this kind of centrist, moderate points where they get a Democrat that talks a bunch of Republican talking points, even though she really doesn't." But she seems palatable, There's a lot of this stuff is just appearances anyway. But okay, Red. She does seem like the most reasonable from what I've seen. Plus, she's served in the military. Alright, so how does military service make a candidate better? Like, why is that a plus? What the hell is his name? John Kerry served. Bush served. Obama was in the Black Panthers, so that's kind of service. McCain was out there. He was a piece of shit. Like, it's not a plus, and I'm not trying to pick on you or anything. To me, that's not a thing. And look, it's not like my political reasoning is much better. I mainly voted for Trump because I was hoping that the Pissgate thing was true, and I thought it'd be really funny to have a president that had that on his thing. I just thought that would have been great. Elizabeth Warren should win the nomination just so Trump can call her Pocahontas in every debate. Yes. She could. I don't understand why she's so popular with Democrats. I really don't. Even because I work with a bunch of Democrats. It doesn't necessarily. But anyway, I don't know. I don't know how anyone could. Once again, maybe it's because I'm on the other side of that sort of aisle. So what plays to them doesn't play to me. And they're basically over there listening to fucking country music. Not country music. I like country music. They're basically over there listening to fucking folk. And I'm trying to crank up the fucking Marshall. But whatever. And it would be really funny. It doesn't necessarily, but she was in combat, and being president makes you commander-in-chief of the military. Okay. That's true. However, being a soldier isn't the same as being a strategist, or being a general. Not to say that one can't do both, but sometimes the ground level picture isn't what the top level picture actually means. It's actually to say the difference between a strategy and tactics. Bernie Sanders died last year. What you're seeing is a very, very sophisticated electronic marionette activating his twitch muscles through electronic impulses. He's actually being controlled by Hillary. That was, I think that was her parting gift to him. Yo, Yang Gang. I don't know about Yang. Yang, in some ways, I like the way he talks, which isn't any kind of plus. His universal basic income idea is stupid. You're basically just guaranteeing everybody has $1,000, which basically means everybody has $0 because that's just, it's ground state. Yes, Victor. Oh, let's get back to that. What are we going to call? What is a three-sided pyramid? Person I know made a model of what they thought a pyramid was a pyramid and looked closer instead of four sides. A three-sided pyramid is called a tetrahedron because it has four faces. Boom! Tetrahedron. Yes. So, cool. We now know what a three-sided pyramid is. We're super smart here. Oh, tetrahedron. But that's better than a two-pronged strategy that they always go with in war strategy. Yes, weekend at Bernie Sanders. Yeah, fuck the UBIBS. Tetrahedron, dog. But yeah, the UBI is just silly. And I like how they talk about automation and all these other things. Like, well, they're going to have all these people, it's going to take our jobs away. And I'm like, yeah, maybe, but those things will be so cheap that it won't matter. Like, by the time that that's enough, like, the whole scale of all this stuff just... Sadly, the U.S. economy is really set up for, and most of the Western world, I think, is set up for a major deflationary cycle because demand for goods and land would go down. You know, assuming we didn't let fucking everybody immigrate here, the demand for goods and land and housing and things like that would go down because the population's kind of stabling out and there's more fucking boomers than there are millennials and zoomers. But that being said, that's not really that big of a problem because basically you still kind of get, I don't know, it's a problem in a sense, but you also can't sustain growth forever either. So it's set for that course correction because the valuation of land, goods, and services in the Western world is so much higher than, you know, the non-developed third world that the disparity between the two is almost more of a problem than anything. It's actually the major problem. Now, you can sit around and wait for those things to rise up. That's a long-term growth strategy that makes you have to be very patient and have to maybe not be so greedy, in a sense. Oh. I hear they are splicing humans with monkeys in China. Red Feather, let me tell you a story of the ancient Atlanteans. Actually, who preceded them? The Lemurians. The golden race of giants that spread out into the world as the actual human race. They also went to this one part of the world and sort of did a little mixing with the primates that lived there. And they did the same thing in Europe with some of the other types of primates that were there. And that's sort of how we got some of our current populations. So that's been a thing for a long time. Yeah, you know, you fuck around with that Homo erectus. Real smart guys. That's why their civilization fell. That's why the Atlanteans came along later on. And you know, I don't know. I'm getting my lore mixed up because there's so much different stuff to it, and it's all bullshit. So, but I like to think it, and maybe it might be true in a certain way. Like there were definitely Denisovans, Neanderthal, and Cro-Magnon, and Homo erectus. And when Homo erectus kind of went out, one of them I think evolved into a more advanced sort of thing, or maybe some kind of demonic angel type alien entity came down and fucked with people. Ancient aliens, we all sure are familiar with this. Growing human organs for trade. They claim they're just growing. Yeah, I would not believe that for a second. Telling me in all of China they have this technology. They've got. I would almost guarantee there is a warehouse underground somewhere in China right now that has a whole bunch of all kinds of crazy things. I mean, you can pick up a pack of Chinese people for like $10.99. It is no thing for them to do experiments, and organ harvest, and all kinds of shit. Not even a question in my mind. Yeah, I used to watch Ancient Aliens, but then they started making everything about, like, there was never any reason. That's true. They do, and they do that. It's even worse in places like the Middle East, and maybe even some parts of Africa, and Russia, and Brazil. Yes, like places where life is cheap, which is kind of everywhere in a sense, but that's the thing. Let's check some stuff over here. Okay, my chat's working. For some reason, okay, I think I might have to take this image roll that's been going on because either I'm doing something wrong with it, but there's a lot more images that should be showing, and they don't show. They should show. I think I might just end up making a slideshow and then putting the slideshow into that, so it's not OBS trying to select, go into one file, selecting another file, selecting another file, selecting another file. We just have to select one file that I can switch things in and out of. That's off-site. What does this live thing do? Here's the other thing that really ticks me off. Okay, live actions. This only works when you're live. Okay? Doesn't do anything. Doesn't do a damn thing. And my chat still doesn't pop up. Why is that? I need tech support. Goes to my dashboard. Says no one's watching now. Says no one's. Why does that say? I'm pretty sure I'm still live. They are hoping this experiment will lead them to being able to deal with pigs and sheep because their organs are similarly sized to humans. Why would they even bother? Why not just clone people? I mean, the concept for that has been around since the 70s in a movie. A Canadian movie called Clonus, I think it was called. It was pretty bad. This is a happy song. I'm whistling. Why am I whistling on stream? That's terrible. You need rec support. You're probably right. I probably should. Maybe one of these days I'll catch them in an after cringe factor thing and then force Rec to help me do stuff. I need to get some actual time. Yeah, okay. I don't think it's that unethical, but and I'm a good Christian boy. So why the hell would a bunch of atheist, communist Chinese people care about cloning people and the ethics of it? There's no way. I guarantee you the Soviets would have. I think I'm a decent whistler. I'm gonna skip this motherfucker, but I don't really like this song. It's too happy. Go with something a little different. A little different. Bonk, 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 bonk. So what happened with the Worski thing last night? I don't know. Did Worski do something last night? Please, let's find out. That'd be good fun. Don't want that, don't want that, don't want that. What did Andy Worski do? Go into my subscriptions here. Let's see if I caught something. Maybe I might not even be subscribed to his dumbass anymore. Got Undoom there. What the hell is he doing? Who cares? 6 inches. The dump tonight. I don't know what the fuck that means. Dude. This guy. Oh. Paganini meets Metal. Caprice number 24. That looks good. Let's see. Zell Strike. Ice cream interview. Yeah. I like him better than Brockus, but I don't really like either one of them too much. He's too much of a I don't care about anything. One of those fucking nihilist types. Dangerous. Mr. Medicare on Bad Pro. Oh, that was a good one. I actually watched that one on D Live. Fair to York's Brave. You're not getting a union. It doesn't work like that. Okay, I don't see anything with Andy Worski in it. Blunt Force, Episode 1, London Reviews. Oh, he does the America thing. Might have to check that one out. I get really tired of those like WWE things. Rec is talking about Pro South. A person called... Oh, wait. Stay in character, Victor. Let's see. So what happened... The Worski thing. The Worski thing last night. Yo, hopefully he hung himself, man. The general public can't know what they really do. That's why they had Google suppress China's internet searches. He didn't do anything. Didn't do. Rec is talking about Pro South. A person called Adam Worski was on it. So what happened, Red? You were there before I left. And Geek Thulu was in Pro South chat, whining up a storm. Well, I almost started watching it. Then I just decided to watch music, because honestly, they couldn't see what any of that shit point of that fucking goddamn thing was. I did watch a bit of the Jim Sterling thing, and I just showed up just enough to see him in that fucking weird silver star suit, and like looked at that for about 30 seconds and then left. I was like, that's all I needed to see. It was funny. Yeah, I saw Geek Thulu and fucking Vamp like going back and forth on Twitter today. And any time when it's like, when you start off a tweet with, which I think I've done this once with Andy, when it was like, when it was the pay him back money bullshit, which was really dumb of me, but because I just don't like this stupid shit. But if you're gonna start a tweet with, hey Twitter support, or hey YouTube support, why don't you guys enforce your rules for this thing? Like, get fucked with that dumb shit. Like, I really don't care. Rick. Oh wait. Rick, he was just a wrestler pretending to be Andy. Who was Adam Morsky? Oh, that's lame. It's some guy who was already a wrestler there. I turned into Aircraft Sparky. A wrestler there. Well, that is pretty lame. That's like, it's kind of like how, how like Sir Adamantine and some of these, like, how they'll set up streams. Actually, or like what Trippy was doing the other day, where they set up streams and talk a whole bunch of shit about, they'll sit there and talk shit about like Tonka or some other person, and they do the same thing on the Kumite in a sense too. I think. Well, they'll just talk about, like, I don't know, like, it's like tough talking to the wind. I don't know. It's there's, I guess, some nuance in trying to figure out what actually defines that, but I can't imagine spending my time arguing with people on Twitter over internet drama. A nuclear Wessler. Jesus, every little community is growing restless, it seems. I don't even have Twitter. Twitter's kind of a cesspool, dog. Yeah, I agree. It's all cesspool. The internet is a cesspool. It's a cesspool of electronics. Or, it's a cesspool of electrons. Just dirty, dirty electrons. And information. It's like a bunch of just digital DNA flying everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Because it's electronic information. But, yeah, I mean, I like trying to argue with some people over, like, politics or just dumb shit in general. I'm not good enough to troll, because I don't know, I can't lie that well. Like, I could probably lie to myself that well, but I can't lie to other people that well. And, but I like talking shit about the fucking... Want to watch terrible rap videos? I don't know. You trying to start a stream and watch terrible rap videos? Because I can end this thing. Yeah, Eric. Oh wait, wrong voice. Yeah, Eric, that's what I mean. If I had Twitter, I would argue with people over real shit, not internet drama. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're not even really arguing with people about real shit, but you're not arguing with people about personal shit. And that's, I think, the difference. You know what I mean? Like, that's sort of fun. You can have a bit of sport about it. And, it's all well and good. But, I don't know. Let me, if they're really that terrible, Charlie, you should save them for the Cringe Factory. I don't know. What do you mean by this? Say what you mean. Should I check Discord? Wait, that's OBS. Boop, boop. Hop over here. Nothing. I'm actually probably going to end this in about 15 minutes. I gotta get up tomorrow and do stuff. I always have to get up and do stuff. I mean, at least it's not work and shit, but always fucking good. That looks like nasty ass fucking chicken Alfredo. Now, Red Feather, last time I clicked a link, or you suggested something. But thought about that, but I've been gathering gems all week. Fully loaded. You need an extended magazine. Now you got 2 shows that you guys are doing now, right? Check it. See, I don't want to do that. Let's see if I can do this. No. Oh wait. Don't be stupid. Pop into this guy. Mute that. It's cringe comedy. Let's see. Funktopus. Who do we got in the comments here? That's what I want to see. See if I recognize anyone. We reached the dead air segment of the show where I get distracted, starting to itch for a cigarette. Damn, we got a lot of views on this bitch. The channel only having 115 people. That's always sad. It's a sad life of one of like putting together things like that. 'Cause like a video gets popular, a lot of people get it. I don't know if rap videos will fly on the Cringe Factory, to be honest. If it gets struck, take my wrench. No, Red Feather. I will not punish you in the way that Charlie Dango will. Why not? Why not what? Merge and RTC activate. It's cringe coming. Oh, why wouldn't rap videos fly on? That's a good question, Eric. Why not, dog? You don't like rap? If you don't hail the great dead air spirit, you know, there's actually a very good reason for some shows to have dead air, and a very good reason for some shows not to. Like, a show that has someone producing it and doesn't have to talk all that time shouldn't have dead air. If you got more than like 2 or 3 people on a stream at the same time, there shouldn't be a dead air. You know, because typically one of them's handling all the OBS and stuff, and, you know, the other 3 should keep shit going. I'm not all that critical of it in general, but it's just me and a PC, so I gotta look up stuff and, you know, talk. So I stop talking from time to time. I'm sure as I get better at it, I'll probably just keep going on and on and on. But the God damn it, Eric. You know I'm gonna read that now. And what, nigga? You don't appreciate black culture, dog? You know, certain things that have producers and stuff like that shouldn't have a lot of dead air. Not that I'm really complaining about dead air in general, but I mean, obviously on the internet, you're gonna have some of it, because A, they're not professionals, B, they don't have writers. Who the hell's she? If you're talking about Vamp, I'm just saying in general, with shows. Like, the Cunt stream was really bad about that, too. Where they would literally have 12 people on a fucking stream and still have dead air, like, a way more appropriate amount of time than it should. You know, I didn't see a lot of dead air on the Cringe Factory tonight. It's because you got 3 professionals doing stuff. you know, professionally, and they have a video to fill up the not talking parts. So it's mainly just because they have a video filling up the non-talking parts. I'm starting to run out of time. All right, let's see if I can do some of this shit right here, son. Image slide. Maybe we go to this. Wow, 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 wow. Let's just add a source. Move it right here. URLs. Alright. Oh shit. See, that's the problem with this whole link in the chat thing. Let's see. What you got here? Let's see what this is. Alright. Stop talking. Here we go. This guy. And here. Open up this in my properties. Boop, boop, boop. Alright. There's that. Done. Bam. Look at that. Hopefully, this is going to do something here in a second. I think it, well, I'm obviously watching the delay, so what the hell? Oh yeah. There we go. Why? I mean, considering the average IQ around this, they don't have far to go. Oh, well, as funny as that is, we know that's not really true. It's just people being very mean. What the fuck is this? Oh my god. You telling me that's not going in the goddamn cringe factory? He's got a guy with a, like... What the hell? I look away to read chat, and I come back and there's a guy in a gimp suit with like a steel pole whapping it up against the goddamn thing. What the hell? Charlie, you might be more dangerous than fucking Red Feather. Yeah. No one gives them shit about their hard hands. You want to talk about the fucking presidents all... Look at that. Look at that. You know where they stole those steps from? Okay, the upper body, that's T-Rex, right? But those actual footwork, that's from fucking Thriller. That's the part in Thriller where they like kind of do that shuffle. They get down with their hands on their knees, and they kind of do that forward, like 4 steps up and 4 steps back. Or like 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. I don't know.
It's like Black Friday.
That's hilarious. I don't know, why would you do that?
Up to 50%
What's the
off,
point of that?
50 months
I
no
don't get
interest,
that.
and 50 doorbusters and
All
home
right.
buys. Ends 9 p.m. Monday at Ashley Home Store.
That was weird. Now let's see.
What you say now, that chump? What? No, I'm just playing.
What, did it just...
Man, you know, I'm just out here watching all these music videos and shit, man. What if I was rapping about the same thing they rap?
Oh, look at that.
Let's get retarded. Everybody. Let's get retarded.
Stop.
Everybody.
What?
Let's get retarded.
Is there like a
Everybody. Let's get
way to stop the thing from playing when you got it in the browser source?
Let's get retarded.
Or do you just have to delete the son of a bitch?
Look.
Bam. There, you're gone now. Background 2 came in handy tonight. That's great. Unfortunately, I did not have a chance to do anything Riley Dennis. I don't know. Durr. Well, that was a high note. Thanks, Charlie. That gave me some gave me hope from the future. Hell yeah, encore. Though that it was just playing some other video. I think I stopped it before the thing. What's with the high school marching band music? I don't know what you're talking about. That is not high school marching band music. That is boomer stuff. Oh wait, that's not boomer stuff at all. That's my background music. The background music. It's meant to be uplifting, okay? We're here to raise your spirits. Here to raise your spirits. Okay. Oh wait. Let's see. What's up with... Was there more shit in that fucking thing that I could have hit? Let's see. Let's see. Whoop. Bring me my subscriptions. Oh wait, that's not it. I was just in my shit. Here we go. Alright. Play yours. If it gets stuck, take my wrench. What do you mean I can't fucking... Yeah, I can. Except I can't. Because... Oh, maybe I can just do that. I'm gonna have to really figure that one out. Lock the bitch down, change my properties when I need to. Alright, so let's see. What I can't figure out. Here we are. That's why she's red. React is life. Let's play Red Feathers. We'll just make her happy. Control C. There we go. I know some shortcuts. What? Damn it. Here we go. Oh, look at that. I can just do that this way. Control V.
And what's the deal with popcorn? Doesn't taste like pop, and it sure
Done.
doesn't look like corn.
Back into fucking OBS.
And like, what's the deal with fishing?
What the fuck is that
Who does
playing?
that? Just like sitting in the boat, doing nothing all day.
Transition. There we go.
I hate stupid questions. Like this guy was like, "Is today Tuesday?" And I was like, "All day."
First comment is hilarious. Let's see, I need to...
You always thought that you
What
could
do we got
outlive your
going on
parents,
here?
Too? Wasn't that the fact too? But you quickly
Wow.
figured out that you could not
Oh, look at
outlive your
that.
parents.
They got it.
So
Oh my god, there's...
that's
Why is
why you
Ghastly
sold
there?
PCR, right?
Why is that cringe? Wait, is that the brick wall? No, it's not.
Oh man, everyone knows what the parents do.
Was he on the brick wall? I think he was.
Hey, Gabe. No, seriously.
Alright. Let's see. P9.
No, I don't.
You guys
I
with
don't.
these
I
links,
seriously don't.
man.
Because what makes you like, let's say for a gay guy, what makes you say, oh, I just want to suck a cock? Seriously, what makes you get, oh, huh?
Killing me.
What?
Oh, wait. We have watched this before.
How does that signify that you're gay? You're not a guy.
We certainly have watched this
I'm
before.
saying if you were a guy, you have to pay attention, you dumb fucking blonde.
Yeah, because he's like, oh, you're a dumb blonde. And he's like, let's move on. Once again, Red Feather disappoints us all by showing something. Let's see. Do I need to update? How the fuck does this work? This in here. Don't. Refresh cache. Done. Play. Maybe this? Nope. Old Boomer Victor here. Kids. Well, that didn't work like I thought it was going to. Maybe I have a better idea. Instead of a browser source, do a desktop source, which can be dangerous. Let's see here. Window capture. Let's try this one. Browse. Window match priority. To center. Okay. Let's see here. If I move this one over here, this one over here. Gonna call you Booter. I don't know what that is. There is a brick behind him. Red is Mad Feather. That's why she's red. Ryaka's life. Okay, let's try this fucking thing. Look at my black screen. That's so engaging, isn't it? Wait, what am I doing back here? Let's get back here. Boop, 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 boop. Hey, I need to go into the settings. Here we are. Let's see. Settings for window capture. That's the window I've got. Live control room. To center. New tab. Let's try this one. There we go. Capture cursor. Window title must match. Match title, otherwise find window of the same type. Match title, otherwise find window of the same executable. Window title must match. Let's just do it that way. Capture cursor? Of course. Everybody likes to see the cursor do its work. Multi-adapter compatibility, probably not something I need. Okay. Pop this guy on here. Go to YouTube. Oh wait, gotta transition it. What the fuck? We're gonna need this to be a little smaller, guys. A little smaller. Let's fit in the box here. Let's transform. Center on screen. Perfect. Why is half of it white? I don't know. Will you transition? See if this works here. Is that your next son, Red? Let's see. This is my new tab. That's fine. That's all fine and dandy. Oh, let's see. Alright. Pop this one. I'm gonna have to come up with a better system for this one, guys. Pop. here. Pasty. We would like it to show you a description. Why didn't you just go to that? Copy. Fuck. Paste. Paste. Not a DuckDuckGo search. You mean go to? Yeah, I do mean go to that. What the fuck? Don't tell me what to do, Spectrum. This thing isn't even working here. It's not even working here. Oh well. Display capture doesn't work. I'm probably doing it wrong. Let's see. Boo and musical notes. He boomed too, son. The void. Do you need assistance? I mean, probably, but I was kind of getting ready to end the thing anyway. So let me try and figure this thing out. Window capture. Okay, there you are. Properties. Let's try. Do you need assistance? Settings for window capture? Let's just do this. Okay, let's see if it'll do that. Doesn't seem to be popping in there. It just has like maybe. We got a better idea. We'll try another type of thing that I can do. We got all kinds of sources. Color source, media source, window capture, game capture, display capture. Let's try that one. Oh, here we are. Alright. That's the easiest way to do it. Now we've got... Man, I always like this one. Why is it in so... Let's get down here. Here we go. Now look. Perfect. Center on screen. Fit to the motherfucking screen. Alright. So we'll just do display capture. Make this invisible. Transition to that. And then go here. Let's just go ahead and get rid of this one. Pop this bitch back on. There's my stream. There's the control room. There's this one. You should sleep late, man. It'll be much easier on your constitution. Immigrant capture. Do I know who the president is? You got ghost delay, dog? Maybe. Woo! I do got the ghost delay. That was probably, you guys are probably just watching all that shit for a minute. Alright. Well, I gotta go up here and grab these fucking links again. But yes, the president is Donald Trump. I cannot really sleep late tomorrow. I'll probably get woken up by a 5-year-old jumping on my head. Let's try this. Pop this bitch in here. Can we go? No. Why is that? Doesn't make any sense. Okay, now I'm kind of getting fucking pissed here. Let's try it like this. I know what I'll do. Do this the stupid way. Here we go. What is it doing? Is it just catching my fucking thing as I go around? Let's see. All right. We're all the way up here. Twitter's kind of cesspool. There's red feathers. Poor suggestion. Let's try this. There's that. What is it doing? Is it just catching my fucking thing as I go around? Let's see. Back up here. Play. All right. Now I can't actually. Unfortunately, everything I'm gonna do. We'll see if I'm just gonna have to monitor. Wait, I don't have to monitor shit. Here. I forgot. I have a second monitor because I have a cell phone. So here in about 10 seconds, if you want me to hop on Discord, spank your bottom. No, I'm gonna try and do this. Yeah, soldier on. I have to come up with a better system for that. Back here. Are they pouring out shitty beer? Man, it's still just black. And I don't mean like that. It's visible. It's visible here. Nope. Here we go. Okay. Oh, wait. I gotta transition the scene. There we go. Boom. Bam. Look at that. Look at this, guys. Aren't I smart? Super smart. Maybe. Maybe not. Nope. Here we goes. Why has they got the little kids in there? She's like, black, huh? Why it gotta be like that, yo? Well, because it does. Oh man. Speaking of this, next time I drive by it, there's a church. They try and be like super understanding, and they're like a sanctuary for some people, which is fine, but they're letting a bunch of fucking bums live in the goddamn alley behind it. And every time I drive through it, they're actually just like sleeping on mattresses and shit, and on the concrete, this big concrete step. There was like 5 people sleeping on this motherfucker the other day. I want to video it. Just be like, look at the state of this city. Oh, look at that happy family. It was a fun day at Walmart. What are they doing? Why? Half of these cringe videos is just people reacting to them going, what for? Oh, T-Baby, it's so cold in the D. What? It's... Alright. Take your word for it. What are they doing? Let's see what we got going on here. Is this cold in the D again? Boom. Nope. That one's cold in the D again. I ain't trying to get cold in that D again. Night of the Living Bassheads. This week's thing will just be cringy niggas. Man, I ain't trying to do a cringe factory on my channel. I don't mind doing a cringe factory in general. But I just wanted to be stupid and talk on the internet. Let's see. Let's try Charlie Dango's second stage. Oh, this will be fun. What is this going on here? There we go. Back to this. Forgot to unmute for a moment. Dude, he's got a 99 Chevy Malibu. Don't talk about what you got. It's a 99 Chevy Malibu red. That's your mom's car. Actually, no, it's his cousin's car. Read the first comment. That man on the hook singing with the pain of a... Oh my god. Okay. Wait, what? The pain of a... Okay, listen harder. Yeah, Vic. Read the first comment. It's about my people. No, I was planning on him. I was hoping he was going to shoot the cameraman. Yeah, point your gun at your boy. Wait for the hook. I'll wait for the whip. Don't shoot him! Quit pointing that gun at me. That's not an AK. Why'd you look at it when you said you associate with your AK? Quit pointing your fucking gun at... Goddamn. Oh, he's got real good teeth. Why do you have rubber bands on your hand? Rubber band man, going rhyme with Victor Rand? Can't stand it. I put you in a plant. I'm a fucking terrible rapper. I hate that shit. It's silly. 91 Lexus or Camry. Hold on. When I look at it again, oh, you know, I can just hit back on the thing, and that'll take me back to my stream, and then I can read the chat and grab the next thing. Damn, this shit goes on for a long time. 3 minutes, 44 seconds? Here, let's find that. But I don't think it's gonna get... Okay, the red car's a Malibu. That is a... That's definitely a Lexus. Probably an ES. You can tell it just kind of looks like a fucking shitty Camry. Let's see. You guys want asking me if I need assistance. It's fucking hilarious. Reading through this chat.
I'm creating my Wix.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at him. You're gonna see him in just a second. Oh wait, you're gonna see him at the same time I do because the audio is being run through the delay. Look at this motherfucker. He's about to pop up. Oh wait, he's popped up now. What am I talking? Look at him. Look at his hand. Look at his hand. Here it goes. Yeah. Like, I hate marketing. Like, this is really gonna. This is, you know who this is marketed to? This is marketed to. They own a dog grooming business, an upscale one, or something along those lines. That's what Wix is. That's who their shit is. That's exactly what that is. Charlie, what's up with this? What do we got here? Oh, we're gonna get on the floor? He's got 73 million views on Ice J Fish. Alright. Wait, who is this starring? Oh my god, what the hell is wrong with his teeth? He better get $73 million. He's gotta get some teeth fixed. I feel like I've seen this before somewhere. He kind of looks like a fish too. He looks like the fish from fucking Shark Tale. That's what he is. He's Will Smith's fish character in Shark Tale became a person. I wonder how much he had to pay her to come in this video. I don't know what to say about this stuff. I'm not the type of guy. You know I know. What, has he got a stopwatch? Oh no, it's no stopwatch. When did this come out? 2014. Voice of an angel. Dude. This is... She's like, oh my god. She left this set like, oh my god. I hate my life. Well, at least I made a few grand. Ugh. Let's go find some. Let's go find some other things. I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch this man disrespect this attractive woman. What's this shit? Okay, that's that Coldie D shit. Red Feathers. First Charlie Dango. Got that one. Coldie D. Yeah, this is much better. Oh, but first, ICJ Fish? ICJJ Fish. I don't fucking know. Wait. Okay, this is 2014.
Searching for music for your next video?
Who else? Let's read some of these comments since we're here.
With amazing new music added to
Shut up. Let's see. Okay, check out my new music video with a way hotter girl. Maybe we will. Simon Cowell? I doubt that's him. 2 weeks ago when we raid Area 51. I'm guessing the aliens music will sound like this. That's funny. How many cracks in his voice? Mm. Check out my new music video with a way hotter girl. Maybe we will. Simon Cowell? I doubt that's him. All right. Let's see who he paid off with this next thing. Then we'll go back and. Let's see if it's indeed a way hotter girl. It's, oh my, dude, come on, man. She's not hotter. In fact, she is less hot. Oh, look, he's got Tonka on his shirt. My babe. Yeah, definitely not hotter. She's skankier. The other chick, she didn't need cleaned up. Okay? You could take her home to your parents. She could have your kids. I mean, probably not her in particular, but that kind of look. Like, that sort of aesthetic. This bitch is like, oh, she rides on the back of your motorcycle. Yeah, I don't know. She is not hotter. Not hotter at all. This broad needs some, like, tattoo removal. And the sky is blue. This is July 9th, 2017. His parents are still waiting for his first words. Isn't that the same park from the last one? No, he was dancing around a bridge somewhere. This park is nicer looking than the chick he got. I mean, she's alright. You can take her home from afar. You're hoping she leaves very soon after. Yeah. She's got the D. She's given Ice J Fish the D. That's how he got that. That's how he must have met her years ago, and she knocked the cat into his teeth. And she came back to finish the job. Plus, look, she don't have enough shoulders for those boobs. That ratio is not correct. Yeah, whip, 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 whip fingers. Well, that was fun. Let's see who we got. Oh, I gotta hit this back twice. That ratio is not correct. Alright. This is the one I think I just hit. Maybe? I don't know. What the fuck? Ah. Alright. Let's see what all this is about. Oh! I like donkeys. They're fun animals.
Ginger don't really give a fuck.
Ginger don't really give a fuck.
Won't catch her cooling with humanoids.
What?
Maybe Freddy, TT,
What?
Crystal, and them.
Oh yeah, grandparents.
You call that hard work?
What the fuck is all?
Try pulling
I don't get
99
it.
cow titties and not getting at least one of yours tickled.
Okay. I
Off
thought
the
this was a
gram.
guy.
Off the gram. Grazing. I see you, Ginger.
What the fuck?
Gallivanting the open land.
This was just made like
Yeah.
a couple days ago.
She spends long hours with her favorite friends. All them other motherfuckers just pretend.
Is that it? No, we got that was a minute 20 of her bitching about her farm life. Imagine the farm equipment bitching about being on a farm. And she gonna take a shit in a bucket.
I think I like him more than I like Trader Joe's. I'll swallow kids if he start
What? 110,000, 30,000 subscribers. I understand. YouTube is a degenerate place. But the problem is, it's like, it's too easy to do this kind of thing. I mean, this is well produced. Like, they had to go find a barn and a farm and a field. And like, they had to ask people, and look at like the dog's cool. I like the dog. He's a good boy. He needs a bath though. But this is just like weird for the sake of weird. I don't know what the hell she's supposed to be. She keeps taking a shit in a bucket. Why is she taking a shit in a bucket? Oh, now she's hanging out with her replacement. Does the dog sing? Dude. What are you doing, man? Grab her up. She's having an episode. Okay. What? That's kind of funny. I for some reason I'm liking the scene where she's in the barn with like the fur and the cat thing going on. That's kind of interesting to watch. Like, it's not attractive in any way, but it's kind of funny. I like the dog. I kind of want one of those dogs. They're big and they're not like a dog that everyone gets because it's a big dog. You know, like they're all like, "I'm gonna get a big dog. I'm gonna get a Saint Bernard," or like something like that. This looks like a big white dog. Friendly dog as well. Hoes better ketchup.
Hoes better bread.
Well, that's enough of that. Iconic shit. We're not worthy. Doja Cat. The fuck is a Doja Cat? Comments are fun. You gonna hit my phone when I get on? I think Hoes Better Ketchup would be pretty funny though. Let's see. Is this one that I just watched? Oh, look at this. Nicole Westbrook. Someone needed to make a Thanksgiving song, so she's probably, you know, she's providing a public service because everybody's got Christmas songs. There's a few Halloween ones. She better say turkey at least 3 times. I wonder if there will be comments not available because, yeah, she's underage. That's hilarious. Ugh. 17 million views. Oh, shoot! Whew. I hope I moved the mic in time for that. Hey! Hi! Oh wait, she's actually gonna sing about how Thanksgiving doesn't have any good music. That's some good stuff. And oh, her mom lets her help make dinner. That's special. That means she'll be able to do it with her family when she grows an adult. Okay, that's enough of this. Then we won't have comments on my channel. Alright, it's 2:30. I have to sleep. And I have to smoke. There we go. Little something else. Wish I had outro. But we'll just go with this. Damn it, Charlie. Alright. Box stuffing, you little shit. Hey, both are legitimate. Alright, Charlie, you get your wish. Damn it, Charlie. I don't mind. Fly rich double. Yup, on my tractor. I'm okay. You better count your gays. I still. It kind of blows my mind that, I mean, you know, I have to say, these guys seem like they work hard. They don't seem like they're good. They're good young men. They're not out there hustling in the streets. They're out there in the fields where they belong. That's not racist. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're actually working and shit and not being lazy. Oh god. I say like too much. I gotta drop that habit. Yeah, they're upwardly mobile. Fine young men. They got nice trucks and shit too. Oh, look at him. He's gonna burn out in that truck. Or in that tractor. His new tractor. He did a backflip. You got new boots too, and they're out in the muddy field having a hoedown with no hose around. That's a little too. Whoa! He's got jaundice. Yep, on my tractor. Look at him, he's a character. Do they go get my cousin down? Oh, they had a drone. Look at, see, they got their shit together. Let's see if he's actually like, because you know their family, you know his grandmama has got, his grandmama has got all this shit. Fly rich, double yup, urban up central.
Looking for the best music for your videos? Then you should check out Artlist.
Show more. Oh, this must be their this must be their fucking like some kind of promotion company or MCN. What the hell is that? That's nonsense. This should be the national anthem of Alabama. And yes, I know it's a state. State. Stop getting triggered. Do people not say Alabama is not a state? Oh, it's not a nation. Well, just call it the state anthem, you dumb fuck. Let's see if anyone tells him to call it a state anthem. How could it be? Yes, you mean in this? Okay. Just call it a fucking... Show more replies. Show all of them. Alabama is not a state. It's in Texas. This song blows Old Town Road out of the water. Showed this to my cousin. Now she's my wife. Okay. You know, I don't like this display capture. because I can't stink things up with you. Here. This is outro music as I go. Instead of this.
Oh, play me some mountain music like Grandma and Grandpa used to play.
Alabama. That looked like Chris Ray Gun for a second. It probably was Chris Ray Gun. What the hell's that bitch's name? Lacey? Yeah. She was like, you need to get a real job. Dude, fucking Alabama's my shit. Love that stuff. You know, when they were doing the Whale Gang music, I never got around to doing it, but I was actually going to do, like, cover this, but do Whale Gang music. You know, like Ghastly and T-Tac used to play like that. Well, I didn't just do an Alabama thing. I didn't just talk about it and then play Kansas. That doesn't make sense. That's not the logical sequence of events, Eric. Wait, this better not be muted. Okay, good. Swim across the river just to prove that I'm a man. I shouldn't sing this here. Dude, Alabama is the bomb. Fucking love Alabama. It's great. Albeit that their singer's like, he's kind of a lib shit, like a lot of those Nashville guys are. But they say it all the time. It's not like something they hide. They're just Southern Democrats. You know? But not everything has to be politics. I don't know why. What? How in the fuck is the video for I'm in a Hurry and Don't Know Why blocked in this country? This is America. I bet it's not blocked in Alabama. Ugh. Nonsense. Yeah, like, if you're going to play in Texas, it's a good one too. Some guy stands up and yells Cotton Eye Joe, and I'm just always like, that's a different song. It came out way after when that happened. I can't remember who did that song now. I had their album. Oh, Rednecks. That's what it was. It was Rednecks, but instead of like a CKS, it was just an X. Okay, I think I have to stop that before they're like, hey, we're gonna claim your bullshit. A little bit of this. I just like the, I just find this enough of this. Enough of it. Look at that. Off into infinity. Let's go out of studio mode. Look at it. Woo! I've always wondered why this happens. And then I figured it out when I got OBS. And it just happened. I'm like, oh, it's because it's taking an image source and making that the image source. It's fucking awesome. I love it. I could just watch this all day. I've always wondered why this happens. And then I figured it out. I mean, I know why it happens. It's a feedback loop, but You know. Anyway. Alright, I'm out of steam. I need to go to bed. Y'all have a good night. Come back now. Here.